Hello everyone, it's Cleofe and welcome once again to Crafting Shed. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this very simple T-shaped top. This project works up fast. Just crochet 2 panels, assemble them in T-shape, make 2 of them, and then sew them together and it's done. The crochet pattern is easy to follow, and I added stripes in the design that goes vertical and horizontal to give it a unique touch. So this is the side view of the piece. So front and back are the same, and this is the back view of the piece. So this top is perfect for the coming fall season. And now let's get started. For the materials, I use 1 skein of this Wellness Baby Yarn by Loops and Threads. This yarn has 820 yards, and this is in lavender color. This is for my light colored yarn. And this is size 2, fine size yarn. And I also use 2 skeins of Joy DK yarn. This is in iris color. So this will be for my dark colored yarn. And this is size 3 light yarn. And I said this is in iris color. And for the crochet hook, I use size G 4mm crochet hook. I also use a pair of scissors, blunt needle, markers, and tape measure. For this project's purposes, this iris color yarn will be yarn A, and the light color yarn will be yarn B. Starting with yarn A, let's make a knot and chain 82. This is now 82 chains. Row 1, double crochet in 6th chain from hook. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double crochet in this chain. Chain 1, skip the next chain, skip this one and double crochet in the next chain. And repeat the pattern. Chain 1, skip the next chain and double crochet in the next chain. Repeat, chain 1, skip, double crochet in the next chain. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row, so I'm just going to continue with the pattern from here. Chain 1, skip, double crochet in the next stitch. Then chain 1, skip, and double crochet in the last stitch to end this row. Now for row 2, I'm going to switch to yarn B. So for this last stitch, I'm not going to finish the last stitch. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to drop yarn A. So this is drop yarn A, get our yarn B, pick up our yarn B, yarn over, and finish the stitch with yarn B to get ready for the next row. Tie the 2 yarns to join. And this is how to end row 1, and this is what row 1 looks like. Row 2, with yarn B, chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first stitch right here, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, this one, and single crochet in the next stitch. Repeat, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space and single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip, single crochet in the next stitch. This is what it looks like. Again, chain 1, skip, and single crochet in the next stitch. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. So I'm here now towards the end of the row. I'm just going to continue with the pattern. So chain 1, skip, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip, single crochet in the next stitch. To end this row, chain 1 and single crochet in the next chain right here of the turning chain. So this is how to end row 2, and this is what row 2 looks like. Row 3, still with yarn B, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, skip the next chain 1 space, this one, skip this one, and go to the next chain 1 space, and double crochet on that chain 1 space. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on this double crochet that we just did, this one, 3 double crochet on this double crochet post like this. So 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. And this is what it looks like. Then skip the next chain 1 space, this one, skip this one, and double crochet in the next stitch right here. So double crochet in this stitch. Then skip the next chain 1 space and repeat the pattern, double crochet in the next chain 1 space right here. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochets on this double crochet post. So 1, 2, and 3 double crochets. And this is what it looks like. Then skip the next chain 1 space, this one, and double crochet in the next stitch on the single crochet. Then skip the next chain 1 space and repeat the pattern, double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet in 3 double crochets in the double crochet post we just did. So 2 and 3. And this is what it looks like. Then skip the next chain 1 space, this one, and double crochet in the next stitch. Skip the next chain 1 space, this one, and double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 3 and 3 double crochets in the post. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. And I'm here now towards the end of the row. I just did the 3 double crochets. Now to continue, skip the next chain 1 space and double crochet in the next stitch. Skip the next chain 1 space and double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 3, 3, and 3 double crochets on the double crochet post. So 1, 2, and 3. Now to end this row, skip the next chain 1 space, this one, and double crochet in the last stitch. And then for the next row, we're going to switch back to yarn A. So we're not gonna finish this stitch. And drop yarn B, you drop this yarn and pick up yarn A again like this, yarn over and finish the stitch to get ready for the next row. So this is how to end row 3, and this is what row 3 looks like. Row 4 with yarn A, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, skip the next 3 double crochets. So skip these 3 double crochets here and single crochet on top of the chain 3 right here. chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch on this double crochet here. So double crochet on this stitch, chain 2, and skip the next 3 double crochets and repeat the pattern single crochet on top of the chain 3. Chain 2, double crochet on the next stitch, chain 2, skip the 3 double crochets and single crochet in the next on top of the chain 3 space. This is what it looks like. Continue, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next 3 double crochets and single crochet on top of the chain 3. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row. So to continue, I just did a single crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next 3 double crochets and chain 2, skip the next 3 double crochets and single crochet on top of the chain 3. To end this row, chain 2 and double crochet on the 3rd chain of the beginning chain right here on the 3rd chain. So this is how to end row 4, and this is what row 4 looks like. Row 5, still with yarn A, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the next chain 2 space right here, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch on this double crochet here, right here, and then chain 1 and repeat the pattern, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch right here on the double crochet. This is what it looks like. Chain 1 and repeat, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch, and repeat. So repeat this pattern across. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the row. I'm here now towards the end of the row, so just to continue, chain 1, double crochet in the next stitch on this double crochet here, chain 1, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet in the next chain 2 space on the next space. Then to end this row, chain 1 more time, chain 1, and double crochet on the 3rd chain of this beginning chain right here. So this is the 3rd chain, and we're going to switch yarn again. So don't do the last stitch, drop the dark colored yarn, drop yarn A and pick up yarn B, the light colored yarn, yarn over and finish the last stitch. So this is how to end row 5, and this is what row 5 looks like. So rows 6 to 49, just repeat rows 2 to 5 consecutively. So I'm going to continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with row 49 to show you the next step. And this is now what my piece looks like after row 49. And this will be our panel number 1. So I'm just going to show you the close-up of the crochet design. So this will be panel number 1. And we're going to make another panel. This panel, the longer one for the top portion. This will be panel number 2. Just follow pattern of panel number 1, but the starting chain is 166 chains and crochet up to only 25 rows. And your panel number 2 should look like this. And panel 2 is same pattern, but starting chain is 166 and only 25 rows. Next, take our 2 panels and lay it like this. Panel number two is on top and panel number 1 is in the bottom like this. Then we're going to sew this in the middle. So put panel number 1 right in the middle like this, right here. So panel number 1, the extra yarns should go on top so that when we sew it, we're going to hide the extra yarns. So sew these 2 panels together like this using whip stitch. And this is now what the piece looks like when the 2 panels are sewn together, looking like a T shape. Here is the close-up, and this is right side facing up, right here. So the extra yarns are hidden, and if I flip it on the back side, this is what it looks like. So I use whip stitch to sew them together. So the whole piece will be our front side, and we're going to make another piece for the back side. So other 2 panels, sew them together for the back side. Again, make another T panel for the back side. And here are now my 2 T-shaped panels laid side by side. So this is laid right side facing up. Next, I'm gonna put 1 panel on top of the other, and they will be right side facing each other. So put this one on top of the other like this, and this time wrong side is facing outside. So on this side here, under the arm, sew them together, and then on these sides too, sew them together using whip stitch, and repeat the same step on the other side. So sew these sides together, and then on the top, on the shoulders right here, measure from the side, measure about 10 inches, put a marker on the 10-inch mark, and the same step on the other side, 10 inches, put a marker on the 10-inch mark. Then this will be our neck opening, which is about 10 inches. And then from the marker, sew the sides together from the marker all the way to the edge, and the same step here. And this is now what the piece looks like when all the sides are sewn together. Here is the close-up. So the sides here, this is wrong side facing out. So I use whip stitch to sew these sides together. I hope you can see it clearly. So this is whip stitch right here. And then this is in the mid section where I attach the 2 panels together, and this is the other side right here. And then the shoulders on top. So this is also whip stitch right here. Up to here, and this is our neck opening. And then on the other side, this is what it looks like. Next is I'm going to crochet a cuff or a border around the armhole just to hide the extra yarns right here. So crochet a border, and I'm going to decrease the armhole also. This is now the armhole. So this is still wrong side facing out, and I'm going to start here where the 2 pieces are attached together. So insert the yarn and get a fresh yarn starting with yarn B. and tie the yarn. So the right side of the piece is facing up like this. So insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, then chain 2 and double crochet in the next stitch. So kind of eyeball, just evenly crochet about 68 double crochets around the armhole. So I'm gonna crochet in this next stitch and then on this next stitch here, the next stitch here. So just eyeball it. So repeat this pattern around. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm towards the end of the round. And I'm here now towards the end of the round. I'm just gonna do one more double crochet right here, and then to end this round, to join this, just slip stitch on the first stitch right here. And then for row 2 of this cuff, I'm going to switch to yarn A. So get our yarn A, yarn over and pull through to finish the slip stitch, and then tie the 2 yarns together. And this is how to end row 1, and this is what row 1 looks like. I mean round 1 looks like. And for round 2, we're going to start decreasing the armhole. So here on round 2, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch right here, then DC2 tog in the next 2 stitches. So to DC2 tog, we're going to yarn over, insert in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now there are 3 loops in the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And we just did our DC2 tog stitch. Then double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Then repeat DC2 tog again. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, and then DC2 tog. Then 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then repeat DC2 tog, then 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So repeat this pattern around. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the round. And I'm here now towards the end of the round. Just continue double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then DC2 tog. Then to end this round, to join, slip stitch in the first stitch, and then I'm going to switch back to yarn B again. So drop yarn A, pick up yarn B, yarn over, and finish the slip stitch. So this is how to end row 2, and this is what row 2 looks like. It's now decreased a little bit. Round 3 with yarn B, repeat round 2. So I'm gonna continue my work. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back when I'm done with round 3. So I'm here now about to end the round 3. So just to continue, DC2 tog, and then one more double crochet. Now join with slip stitch, and then drop yarn B again and switch back to yarn A to do our last round. So yarn over yarn A and finish the slip stitch. And this is what round 3 looks like. Round 4, chain 1, single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and in each stitch around. So just single crochet around. So repeat this pattern. I'll be cutting off the video and I'll be back towards the end of the round. And I'm here now towards the end of the round. Just continue with single crochet to the last stitch. And then to join, just slip stitch on the first stitch, slip stitch, and then fasten off. And we're done with the cuff, and this is what it looks like. So it's now decreased, the armhole is decreased. This is what it looks like. So do the same step on the other armhole, and this is the other one looks like. And this is what the other armhole looks like. So weave the ends, clean up the tails, and we're done. And this is now what the piece looks like, all cleaned up and all done. So I'm just gonna show you the measurements. So from top to bottom, this is about 24 inches. And the armhole is about 9.5 inches right here. And from the midsection down is about 14 inches, the first panel. And from side to side, from arm to arm, from here all the way to the other side is about 32 inches. And from on the chest area, from side to side is about 18 inches. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video and please subscribe.